can't be playing with these. They bad, I know.
Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Man, just watch when I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Get you some. Just can't wait till I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Man, just watch when I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Get you some. Just can't wait till I get me some.
Can't match my tribe. I don't know how he stay fly. My God, my vibe, more of a shrimp and a lobster guy. I may go check my mobster ties. No jive, both sides. No lies, stuff working the oversized. This point I'm way past over. Big dog can't override. Make sure my photo right. This cool, I'm the prototype. This swagger don't come overnight. Glad I found my growth. And in the event you trying to find some sauce, you already know, you better.
Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Man, just watch when I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Get you some. Just can't wait till I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Man.
On this week's episode of 2K TV, we're hanging with Dan Rue, breaking down the My Team Unlimited tournament, and you vote on who takes the $500,000 VC for the top play of the fall.
North of the border, in Toronto, the setting for the Pistons. He'll weave in and out of traffic all night long. He'll leave your head spinning. Kemba Walker looking to light a spark for his team tonight as they prepare to do battle at Scotiabank Arena. Pistons, Raptors. We'll be right back on 2K Sports. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. They're still riding with the middle of the pack, but trending upward.
And I think for the Raptors, they were obviously hoping to start out better. Still, too soon to panic. But lately, they've had very little luck and seem to be trending in the wrong direction.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys,
David, he's come a long way. Thank you. Looking at league trends, do you miss the physicality of years past, which was so much a part of the time that you played?
I do, Kev. I do miss the physical game. I miss the bumping, the grinding outside in there in the paint. But I also love the new game and the spacing. You know, you can appreciate the game so much more. It's like going to a ballet and being able to see the movement of the players, what they're doing out here. And so I love the fact it's not hampered by guys getting thrown to the floor and grabbed. Do like the physical play, though. I just want to find a happy medium.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. They've got Siakam. Kemba Walker is out there with Marcus Smart. Then there's Favors, and it's Porter in at the 3. And for the Raptors, we've got Bogdanovich. Johnson is out there with Ayton. Then it's Barrett, and it's Sexton in at the point. And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Count it.
Well, Walker has speed to burn. A nightmare keeping him out of the paint.
Now, here's Barrett. Pass to Johnson. Sexton deciding where to go with it. They get a hand on it. Barrett the pass to Ayton. 5 to shoot. From deep. The Raptors rebound. Pass to Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Detroit. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
I look forward to seeing which team can dictate the style of play. I mean, that's going to set the tone for this entire series. Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Now, here's Walker. 11 points for him in that last game against Indiana.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Following the miss by Michael Porter. Here's Barrett. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Siakam. Smart against Bogdanovich. Smart kicks to Walker. Got a piece of it. Here's Johnson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Kemba Walker picks one up.
2 shots.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Both shots good from the stripe. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Tries it from 19. Rebound by Johnson.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Shoots over Walker. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for Favors. Last year, getting it done. 9th in field goal percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Smart deciding where to go with it. And Siakam throws it down.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Here's Smart following the score by James Johnson. Now Smart off with the layup.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
And stolen by Favors. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. Free throw good. Porter. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on his stroke.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Detroit, no good that time either. Raptors with the lead. And it's Bogdanović off the drive.
Outstanding at taking it to the cup. Now look, when Bogdanović is in attack mode, it's great to watch.
Here's Walker. No good that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Well, nowadays, the three-point shot is huge. They were on fire from outside.
Pistons trail by 6. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
You can't shake Walker. He's just a master at cashing in on these and-one opportunities.
Well, he might not have been the top name in free agency this summer, but Kemba Walker's name was certainly on the radar of many teams.
Oh, you're right, Kevin, and in a lot of years, Kemba would have been one of the names to get in free agency. But with the amount of top all-stars that were available this summer, you feel like Kemba maybe didn't get all the attention that his game deserved.
Now, here's Bogdanović, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. And the pass to Barrett. Now Ayton. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Favors finds Smart. Now here's Walker. Defense is right there. Count it. Walker's got 7 points.
That's a good idea for Walker. Get the D thinking about a jump shot and open up the passing lanes.
Here's Sexton. Talking about that win against the Magic, he was definitely a major factor as well. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Outside, Walker. And here is Siakam. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
Smart misses.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, not everyone has Steph Curry's shooting ability. I'd be surprised. I'd be hurt if he tries another one like that again.
Here's Walker following the basket by Colin Sexton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Is on Colin Sexton. Well, one of the bigger names in free agency this past summer was Kemba Walker. A lot of teams, Greg, looking at him.
And rightfully so, Kevin. With Kemba, a point guard who is in his prime, he's an impact player who can hit big shots and is one of the more underrated stars in our league.
And the first one at the line is good. Most teams now look to run early and often, Chris. And there are some keys to finding success, aren't there, in the transition game?
Yeah, and the first key is you run fast and you speed up the pace, but that doesn't mean you hurry and take a hurried shot. Pacing and speed is all about getting it past half court to see if the defense is set, and if they're not, to take advantage. But it's a 2-step process. And for teams to just run all crazy or willy-nilly like my grandfather used to say, well, you're not going to do anything but play fast and bad.
Stolen by Walker. 3-on-3. And it's good, 2 points. Walker's got 11 points.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Now, here's Barrett. He's covered closely.
He's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
Exum with it. Siakam outside. Joseph against Olynyk. Just 5 to shoot. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
strong finish by Olynyk. I mean, he's gotten stronger, and you can see that.
Now, here's Barrett. He's coming off a 37-point game against Orlando.
And look, it was more than his scoring. He was dominant on D. His steal numbers for that game were crazy.
And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
And the first one drops. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And a coach that players love is Dwayne Casey. Very vet-friendly, sticks up for his guys in every post-game interview.
Casey is very measured in his approach. He can be a bit slow to change at times, but his players appreciate the consistency.
Passes it to Kennard. Shoots it. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there. Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to Indiana. Joseph down low. Pass to Herter. Pass to Williams. They get it again.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. So it's the Pistons now after the Raptors pick up 2. The pass to Kennard. Passes it to Siakam. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Toronto leading by 3. Outside, Joseph from past the arc. Rebound, Detroit. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, but what a tremendous effort, Kevin. I thought they were coming all the way back. Such a terrific fourth quarter of basketball, but they just could not get over the hump.
Now Siakam. After R.J. Barrett's three-pointer that didn't go. Over Williams. Again, the Pistons score.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Toronto's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Herter. 1:52 left here in the opening quarter. Williams trying to break free. Herter, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Here's Joseph after the basket by Detroit. Pass to Herter. It's stolen. And now Siakam pushing it up and no one back to stop him.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Joseph looking over the floor. 6 to shoot. From deep. Rebounded by the Pistons.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Kennard's shot is off. And it's Williams with the ball for the Raptors. They trail by 3. Here's Herter. And again, no good by Toronto. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. The Raptors shooting 47% here so far. Chalk up 2 there. Barrett's got 10 points.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Siakam outside. Puts it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pistons ahead. They finish off the first quarter on a 14-6 run. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, GA. Great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
The Pistons leading.
Very rich history for Detroit Pistons. They've been a part of the sports scene in Detroit since 1957, and they have 3 championships to their name.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Pistons, Kelly Olynyk is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Exum, then it's Jones, and it's Kennard in at the 2 spot. Well, you look back at the title teams for the Pistons. There were a lot of them. Chris, which team was your favorite?
Oh, man. Well, growing up in Detroit, I'd have to go back to the Bad Boys in 89, 90, just watching them get through Boston and then, dominate the Bulls of that time. They went back-to-back winning championships. That was incredible. And it was something special, though, about my boys in the 2014. She, Ben Wallace, Rip, those guys. That was fun to watch as well.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. But Casey has found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." And that's what I've done. So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. Now, here's Exum. He's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now, Biyombo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Siakam.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Toronto, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And that one misses. Fans, broadcasters love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game. So anything that takes away from teams scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score. Don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too right. Usually they have another open player in front of them that they could pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you'll still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight on the break.
DeAndre Ayton's checked in for the Raptors. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Favors is checked in. Inside, here's Herter. And the rejection by Favors. Jones looking for an opening. And there's the pass to Kennard. Now Exum. He's guarded by Williams. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 5. Over to the wing. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Joseph. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Williams passes to Johnson. Here's Ayton. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Favors. Outside, Jones. Passes to Olynyk. Trying to end the drought. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
When Olynyk gets the ball in the mid-range area of the floor, he has no problem in letting it fly. I mean, he makes that shot consistently when he has the room to let it fly.
Now, here's Joseph. Pass to Ayton. Clock at 6. Back to Herter. Shoots. And he hits the jump shot. And the Raptors lead by 1.
Oh, that's a terrific pass. Ayton, with the advanced skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
Favors against Johnson. Down low. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Kennard. From 13, down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
To the middle. Here's Herter. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And the Raptors with some changes. Bogdan Bogdanović comes in for Williams. And it's Sexton in for Joseph. Detroit also making some changes. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Olynyk. Marcus Smart comes in for Jones. And it's Kemba Walker in for Dante Exum. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And the chance to take the lead gets away because of the miss.
Walker surveying the floor. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Walker's a scorer first. Shots like that floater are an integral part of his arsenal.
Here's Sexton, and the rejection by Favors. Here's Kennard. 6 points for him. Walker, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Toronto called for the foul. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
That's good from Kemba Walker.
And the speed of Walker, I mean, it's sensational. He can switch gears and an active player on both ends.
Kemba Walker hits them both.
And Chris, just how special was it to play for Detroit in your career? What relationship does this team have with their fans?
Yeah, it was so special. I mean, being able to go home to the house that I grew up in, or to where my parents lived, and be able to go to the Pistons practice and to be part of it, to put on that jersey. It was so special, man. This team is a mainstay of the city. I mean, you feel like you can lift up the whole city when you play for the Pistons. It was such a special part of my career.
Another shot. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Got that bucket in no time at all. Bogdanović has got 7 points in the game.
The three-point shot is wet. Bogdanović looking calm, cool, and collected whenever he pulls up from there.
Now here's Favors. We saw him with 10 points last game. Here's Smart. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Raptors. Bogdanović wide open. Misses the 3. Pistons have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him. Porter finds Smart. And here's Favors. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. It's just this is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
Here's Walker following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Walker's shot is off. Johnson outside. Pass to Herter. Here's Ayton. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Let's check in for the Raptors.
A moment to check out DeAndre Ayton here. He's coming off an excellent season. 10th in field goal percentage, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Now, here's Sexton. Ayton kicks to Barrett, and Smart over to help. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Yep, it counts. That's now 8 points for James Johnson.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Oh, they must ramp up the effort level, the intensity level. They're making it too easy for him out there.
Shots good by Walker.
You got to admire how effective Walker is on offense. I mean, he's found his rhythm. He's riding that momentum.
Now, here's Sexton, guarded by Walker. Here's Ayton, and another basket for Toronto.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
To the paint, changes up. Favors can't get it to go. Raptors leading by 4. To the inside. And it's Johnson that time on the assist from Barrett. 10 points for Johnson.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now, here's Walker. Not a lot of room. And here's Favors. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Walker. From deep three-point range, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. The pass to Sexton. Kicks it out to Johnson. Feeds it to Ayton. Outside, Bogdanovich. Again, Toronto.
The IQ of Bogdanovich is impressive. It's clear he's comfortable operating in the pick and roll.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Favors. There's Walker with the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Barrett's got his 4th rebound in this one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
So quick and decisive. Barrett's speed and fearlessness is hard to match up against when you're defending.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
Biyombo is checked in for James Johnson. And Detroit with a change here, too. Siakam is checked in for Luke Kennard. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Pistons trail by 10. Outside, Walker to halt the run, and it's Ayton with the rebound.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Bogdanovich passes to Sexton. Now, here's Biyombo. Bogdanovich with it. 9 points in the game so far. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. That one doesn't drop. The Pistons go the other way with it. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Toronto leading by 10. Pass to Sexton. He dishes it to Ayton. Yes, that goes in. Ayton's got 12 in the game.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high-percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. In fourth, the Raptors.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Favors finds Walker, and it goes down 2 points. Walker's got 21 in the game.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Biyombo. Barrett with the ball. Clock at 6. Here's Ayton. And too long on the shot.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
And Siakam throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Down low, here's Ayton. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Williams, he's checked in for Toronto. Joseph comes in for Colin Sexton. Then for the Pistons, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Michael Porter. And it's Dante Exum in for Marcus Smart. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, DA. Great story, and thank you. The Raptors have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And Walker's got the ball here for Detroit. 11-point game. Fires from 14. Unable to get that one. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Joseph with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Joseph against Walker. And Ayton the bucket on the assist from Joseph. Ayton's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors. Joseph against Walker. From deep. And that one released in time, but no good. DeAndre Ayton, he has been the guy making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jets. DeAndre Ayton was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. First 2 quarters from him were fun to... Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
You've got DeAndre Ayton. Bogdanovich out there with Johnson. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Barrett at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now, here's Sexton, guarded by Walker. There's the double team with Walker. Now, here's Barrett. He's tightly guarded. Here's Sexton. Rebound by the Pistons.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Barrett the pass to Johnson. He kicks it to Barrett. No one near him. He can't get it to go. And it's Detroit the other way.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam got better in every statistical category. Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Poke loose. Now Detroit moving it up the floor. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
For Detroit, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
That's good from Kemba Walker. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Smart passes to Porter. Siakam looking around. Here's Walker. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game. Johnson dishes to Sexton. Johnson outside. Outside Bogdanovich. Barrett with the ball. Siakam's there. Barrett no good. Pistons trail by 8. The drive by Siakam. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Siakam hits them both. Here's Sexton. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Johnson. Barrett with the ball. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Over Favors. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Barrett. Barrett's got his 3rd assist on the night. Smart kicks to Favors. Back to Smart. There's the pass to Siakam. Toronto grabs the miss. Ayton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. But they get it back. Here's Barrett. Score of the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Favors finds Walker. And he banks in the layup. Walker's got 7 now in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now, here's Sexton, guarded by Walker. There's the double team with Walker. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Porter passes to Walker. Now Siakam. Smart kicks to Siakam. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Walker's shot is off. Raptors leading by 8. Now here's Johnson. 10 points for him. Now Sexton. Dishes it to Barrett. 6 to shoot. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Guarded by Walker.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Kicks it to Porter. Outside, Smart. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Fade away. It's good.
He must have a real good feel for the fadeaway. I mean, he uses it even when no one's on him.
Here's Sexton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Smart.
Well, the young bull, Colin Sexton, getting a lot of playing time in his rookie season. Allowed him to play through his mistakes, and that's what you hope for coming in.
And even as the Cavaliers lagged at the very bottom of the standings, Greg, Sexton publicly described the season as fun. Would that bother you as a veteran?
Losing seasons, they suck. I mean, no other way to put it. I think he cares about winning, but keeping that positivity is probably the best approach.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Walker the pass to Siakam. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Ayton.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
That free throw, no good.
And the number of fouls he's drawn has resulted in a bunch of trips to the line. So even if he doesn't make them all, it still had a positive effect.
And the Pistons making a change here. Olynyk's checked in. And the second free throw, good. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 9 points. To the right side. And Olynyk kicks to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Kennard. Lets it go with a 3. Toronto grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Sexton the pass to Ayton. Count that one. Ayton's got 23.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
Back to Walker. Pass to Olynyk. Here's Kennard. He's covered by Ayton. With the shot. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Kennard.
You can count on Olynyk to move the ball quickly when he spots an open teammate, and that feed was phenomenal.
Out to the right wing. Here's Barrett. Ayton trying to break free. Barrett, no good. For Detroit, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. It's stolen by Barrett. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
Definitely not making the most of his chances at the foul line. And he's letting a lot of points get away at the free throw line tonight. It's got to be frustrating to have all that hard work not pay off.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Yambo, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Williams comes in for Johnson. And it's Joseph in for Colin Sexton. Pass to Olynyk. To the paint. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Exum.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Barrett. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here is Siakam. He's got 10. That shot, no good. Here's Herter. Outside, Joseph. Now, here's Barrett. He's guarded closely. Herter, no good. Pistons trail by 10. Siakam outside. Now the pass to Exum. He kicks it to Olynyk. The Pistons rebound. Jones with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 4 on the clock. Olynyk can't hit. Raptors leading by 10. Barrett with the ball. Now defended by Exum.
Putting that speed to great use. Once Barrett gets a step on the D, good night.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Exum kicks to Olynyk. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The first free throw is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Smart's checked in for Detroit. And so Olynyk nails both of them.
And Kelly Olynyk grew up in Toronto. In 7th grade, his family moved to Kamloops, British Columbia. He and Steve Nash, the 2 notable players to come out that region.
Barrett back to Joseph. Pass to Barrett. Knocked away. Stolen by Smart. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his second trip to the line in this one. Free throw good. Siakam. Siakam hits them both. Raptors leading by 8. Out to the right wing. Here's Barrett. Outside Williams. Now here's Barrett. 18 points for him. And here's Joseph for 3.
Oh, he has to fight for that one. Doing the dirty work. Getting after it on the glass.
And that one falls for Olynyk. And so Olynyk nails both of them. Toronto's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Knocked loose. Herter passes to Barrett. Five on the clock. Here's Herter. And he gets the jumper to drop. Herter's got 5 points so far. And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for Detroit. 8-point game. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. Here's Olynyk. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Raptors shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. Barrett, no good.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Raptors leading by 8. Outside, Joseph. A three-pointer is right on target. Joseph's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And for the Pistons, they're shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Here's Siakam. And he goes right over R.J. Barrett and slams it down.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Smart.
The energy Barrett plays with puts defenders on their heels. He's really good at forcing the opposition's hand.
He shot 10 free throws tonight. He's made 6 of them. That one is off. And he can't hit the second. Pistons trail by 9. Now Exum. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. And Toronto making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Here's Siakam. 14 points for him. Good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Banked in off the glass. Joseph's got 5 points so far.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
And here is Siakam. He's got 16. Lets the three fly. No good there. And so it's the Toronto Raptors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the floor for Detroit, Porter is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Exum in at the point guard position. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Bogdanovic, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Polished offensive player. Bogdanovic has a nice-looking mid-range shot, and it just continues to get better.
Outside, Porter fires for 3, but they'll get another chance. Siakam misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Joseph kicks to Bogdanovic. Pass to Biyombo. Here's Herter. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. And it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Pistons trailed by 11. Here's Smart. And it's Exum in the corner. Tries a 3. Good. And Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 5 assists in the game.
Oh, the assist by Smart. And I think his playmaking is coming along.
And Joseph kicks to Bogdanovic. Rebounded by the Pistons. Olynyk's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Siakam. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
At the line for your Raptors, Corey Joseph. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. Some changes for Toronto. James Johnson's checked in for Biyombo, and it's Sexton in for Kevin Herter. Then for the Pistons, Derek Favors checked in for Olynyk, and Walker subbed in for Exum. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Walker the pass to Favors. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Johnson. Raptors leading by 8. Now the dish to Sexton. Tipped away. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
And you see the raw talent Ayton has. An intimidating big man with a high ceiling and a desire to grow.
At the line for 2.
No good on that one. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Pistons trailed by 8. And a wide open look for Walker. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 31 points for Walker.
Too bad his scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if a few of their other guys can pick up some slack.
Lays it up and banks it in.
The attention to detail from Walker, I mean, you can't be careless around him, he'll make you pay.
Now, here's Sexton. Guarded by Walker. Pass to Ayton. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. The shot's good. And the Raptors lead by 5. Here's Walker. He feeds it to Smart. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
They almost left it until too late. But now it's anybody's game.
Now, here's Sexton. D right on him. Shot clock at 6. The teardrop falls in.
You know, Crafty just capitalizing there on the floater. Give Sexton room to shoot that shot, and he's going to take it.
Smart passes to Favors. Back to Smart. And the layup's good off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Back to Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Derek Favors.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
At the line for 2.
Free throw drops for Ayton. Ayton hits them both. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Detroit, trailing by 5. The pass to Siakam. Back to Walker. And the layup is good. Walker's got 14 points now in the second half.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Joseph against Smart. Here's Joseph. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Walker. That one good for 2. Walker's got 9 points in the quarter.
When Walker gets out in transition, good luck. Running so quickly down the floor for these high percentage chances.
Passes it to Ayton. Inside and stolen by Siakam. Here's the break. Smart wide open. He fires. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Now, here's Sexton. Guarded by Walker. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Here's Siakam. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Ayton. Free throw good. Siakam.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
The Raptors making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. Siakam hits them both. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And the Raptors call time here.
And the talk in their huddle is going to be about taking care of the basketball. I mean, their turnover numbers are terrible.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Walker the pass to Favors. There's the call on James Johnson. And that'll be his third foul so far. Siakam passes to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice pump fake there. Barrett isn't all effort and athleticism. He pays attention to his craft.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. Pistons trail by 4. Walker with it. The drive by Siakam. And it's good for 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Barrett. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. They get the rebound. Here's Porter. He gets that one.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Johnson outside. Pass to Ayton. Barrett dishes to Bogdanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And sometimes it seems like Sexton wants to get hit on the way up. He just embraces the challenge.
Free throw good, Sexton. And Walker's got the ball here for the Pistons. A 2-point game. Lays it up off the glass. Walker's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
So crafty. The 6'1" Walker is skilled at getting the space he needs.
Ayton kicks to Barrett. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And you can see the comfortable level Bogdanovich has. I mean, close to the rim, he knows he has the touch.
Walker, bounce pass. Count it, good. Porter's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
For Toronto, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. There's the pass to Ayton. Back to Bogdanovich. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Passes to Porter. To the middle. Here's Walker. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And that's what you got to love about Walker's fearlessness. He wants the ball in those big moments.
There's the double team with Walker. Here's Ayton. Nice D from Porter. Detroit's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Floats one up, and the layup good by Smart. Smart's got 6 points in the quarter.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Pass to Ayton. Four on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Walker finds Porter. Kicks it out to Siakam. Great D that time from Johnson. The Raptors have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. He dishes it to Sexton. Pass to Barrett. The 3. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. The Pistons trailing. Now here's Walker. 1:31 left to play here in the fourth. Outside, Smart. They shoot again. No good on that one. And Toronto will come the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Johnson kicks to Sexton. Now the pass to Ayton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without foul.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Porter kicks to Smart. Passes it to Siakam. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Favors. And it's Toronto with the rebound. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
To the paint. Poked away. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Pistons with possession here. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Pistons. Trailing by 2. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Raptors. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
They get what they want out of that trip. Now a 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Time is of the essence. Basket and a foul, that's got to be the game plan.
Here's Walker. Long range from the inbound. The rebound by Johnson. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you got to just have a sense of calm at the line. He has it here. and he just put the game to bed.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, right now it's technically a 2-possession game, but that means you'll have to hit 2 threes without your opponent scoring again.
It counts.
And whenever the game is on the line, Walker is a great option to go to. He just has a knack for burying big shots.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up a foul. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's one of those guys who just tends to live at the line. Sexton's working hard to improve his consistency there.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber.
On my shoulders, tell me what you see. 'Cause I am a giant.